Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Dr. Stephen Obiorah Mbah. Obiorah Mbah reaching you from Nkolo Mahadum, Wisdom University. Today's date in Igbo calendar is Oye Market Day in the third month, called Onwa Ifeke in Igbo calendar. In the Roman Catholic calendar, today's date is May 7, 2024. And our title in today's lecture is that the Catholic Church created the current world order of animal kingdom, where the powerful always possess from the weak. And I want you to know the history of how it started and why we have the current world order as we have it today. In the 15th century, the Catholic Church proclaimed what they call doctrine of discovery. What this doctrine of discovery means is that Christian nations have the right to take possession of all the lands and resources of any other nation, any other tribe, any other geographical area they go to, in order to save their soul. You understand that? That the doctrine of discovery proclaimed by the Catholic Church in the 15th century empowers the Christian nations, which you know are mainly from Europe at that time, the right to own lands of those who are not Christians, of non-Christians, in order to save their soul. This was backed up by a papal bull, which was issued in 1452. So this started in the 15th century. That's how we ended up with the world order that we have today. That non-Christians don't have the right to own lands. That's what the Catholic Church put in place. And in 1454, it was Pope Nicholas that granted King Alphonsus V of Portugal the right of conquest, the right to go and conquer things that doesn't belong to them. That was how colonization started. And this right of conquest given to Alphonsus V by Pope Nicholas gave him the right to invade. You know what invade means? Invade by force, search out, capture, vanquish, that is kill and take away, subdue all Saracens and enemies of Christ, which means anybody not worshiping Christianity at that time should be taken away and their possession taken. That non-Christians don't have the right to own land or property in the 15th century. That led to the world order we have today. And also, in 1456, Pope Callistus III, and in 1486, Pope Sixtus IV also renewed those rights for the Europeans. That was why the Europeans moved freely from their natural environment to places like where we call United States of America today, and conquered and take over their land and resources. Also, they went to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and so many other places to conquer and take land. Because in those days, the indigenous people living, say, in America, Canada, Australia, they are not Christians. So the Pope makes sure that they were all armed in order to help them to achieve this purpose. And by the year 1800, 34% of all the lands in the world is already in the hands of the Europeans, both land and sea. Remember, they already shared Africa to themselves in Berlin, Germany in 1884. Imagine the whole of Africa, African lands and resources shared to them. And by 1914, they are already controlling 84% of all the lands and resources in the world. That is the powerful taking away the lands and resources of the weak, of the less powerful. That is what we have to this day. And if you don't know, after the First World War, after the defeat of the Ottoman Empire by the Allied forces in 1941, they also shared the land of the Middle East. You don't know? And that's why Nkolo Mahadum is here, to let you know. Like we have always told you, Nkolo Mahadum is here to give you the information that you neglect. You don't even know that existed. Nkolo Mahadum is an university that is set up for where we present issues from Biafran perspective, Biafran and African perspective, to educate you, to make sure you understand the world you live in. And that is why it is important that you understand that the current world order that we live in was created by the Roman Catholic Church. The world of conquering people, the world of enslaving people, the world of exploiting people, exploiting the weak, the powerful, exploiting the weak. It's important you know that. That's why Nkolo Mahadum is presenting this information to you this evening. And so, this policy was what led to both colonization, both what we have today, nations imposing leaders on others, exploiting people, enslaving people, and treating other human beings like they are nothing. It was started, initiated by the Roman Catholic Church. That's what Nkolo Mahadum wants you to know today. It's very important information that you should know. That is why they are richer than Africans, because they accumulated wealth from everywhere. And West Africa is kind of lucky that they did not bring their people to live in West Africa. In South Africa, they did. That's why you have whites in South Africa. They occupy their lands there. Both in Zimbabwe and some other Southern African countries. They have whites there occupying their land. So, Nkolo Mahadum wants you to take away from today's lecture is that the Catholic Church created the current world order of the powerful taken away from the poor or from the weak. It started from the Catholic Church. You should know that. And that's why Nkolo Mahadum wants to bring it to your knowledge. And before we continue, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our program, Join us. Follow us. Share our program. Share our program to your loved ones, so that anytime we present new lecture, you will be one of the first to get it. Because knowledge is powerful. You have to know this. It is that same world order that the West is protecting today. They are proclaiming those lands today. You, as a Biafran, you, as an African, you should know this, have this information. That's why Obiorah Mbah is presenting it to you. Obiorah Mbah is an university where you use your Akonuche. Use your Akonuche. Go and do research. Don't be influenced or believing whatever somebody is telling you. The information is out there. The information presented to you today by Obiorah Mbah is all over the place. Go to Google. Google it. It's right there. Spend your data, the time for your data. Spend it well to be getting information. If you are getting information from Obiorah Mbah, you will know that nobody will take advantage of you. You will understand the world you live in. That's why we come up with Obiorah Mbah Wisdom University, to make sure that you are educated. You are educated from Biafran and African perspective, so that you know what is going on. And with this, we shall end today's program. Like we told you, we shall be making everything here brief. We just drop the point for you, so you can have time to watch it and take action. Understand your environment. Understand why you're suffering. Again, thank you for watching us at Obiorah Mbah. My name is Obiorah Mbah. Good night. Thank you.